serikali ambayo inalipisha 0.8% ni lazima iende. Athikiriria guku, athikiriria kiama giki twathuritwo nakio kia UDA ndece tarikio kiratuhinyiriria. Hugo tondu ni ndi ndugata ya andu aya a guku a Gatundu. Maraigua ritwa Ruto makaugiriria makauga mbu. Maraigua kiugo UDA makauga mbu. Njire aratakwa ona kirimo ikiuhigaga atutingihenio ringi ndera kuga ni ndarora uria ndirona guku kiama kiu kia UDA tutigihota guthina kio githurano hindingi na guku ndireciria tatukuhota gukorwo tugithikiriria uhoro wa mundu ucio gwitwo William Ruto ringi kuma riu niatuhenetie muno natuhenetie pio maheni riu tutangihota gukiririria ringi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the video clip that I have begun this video with is a video clip of none other than the Gatundu South Member of Parliament, Gigi Kagombe, today, as he announced quitting and decamping from the United Democratic Alliance Party, UDA, hours after President William Ruto, together with the Orange Democratic Movement Party, led both the UDA and ODM members of Parliament on a 3-day retreat in Naivasha, where they were finalizing on the deal between UDA and the ODM party. Now, after signing the deal, William Ruto announced together with none other than Oburu Odinga that now they were going to ensure that they will beat the opposition come the year 2027 general election. But even before 24 hours were complete, members from the United Democratic Alliance Party, which is the ruling party, UDA, have started decamping, and one Gigi Kagombe, the Gatundu South Member of Parliament, has announced his decision to sever ties with the United Democratic Alliance Party, UDA, accusing President William Ruto's administration of failing to honor key campaign promises made to the people of Gatundu South constituency and the whole of Kenya at large back in the year 2022. From the year 2022. Kagombe, who was elected on a UDA ticket in 2022, said he could no longer continue supporting a government that, in his view, had failed to deliver meaningful development to his constituents despite their overwhelming support for the Kenya Kwanza administration. The lawmaker made the remarks during the burial of community leader Phyllis Joki Kuria at Karangi village in Gatundu South, Kiambu County today. Kagombe cited the stalled Mau Mau roads as one of the major failures of the government in the constituency, saying the roads had remained in poor condition for more than 4 years. He said the deteriorating road network had severely affected economic activities in the region, particularly for farmers who struggle to transport their produce to markets. The people of Gatundu South have supported this government, but what have they received in return? Kagombe asked. The MP accused the administration of prioritizing projects such as stadiums, housing programs, and Ronnie Mau Summit projects in other parts of the country, while allegedly neglecting Gatundu South and Mount Kenya region at large. Kagombe, who also serves as the Zone 1 Director at the Kenya Tea Development Agency, KTDA, also criticized the government over what he termed as failure to implement the Guaranteed Minimum Returns GMR promised to tea farmers. He took issue with what he described as increasing financial burdens on tea farmers, particularly proposed and existing levies affecting the tea sector. The MP singled out the 0.8% export levy and the proposed Kenya shillings 3.85 per kilogram bulk tea auction levy contained in the tea amendment bill, arguing that such charges would reduce farmers' earnings. He said tea farmers were already struggling with rising labor and farm inputs costs at a time when returns from tea farming remained low. Serikali ambayo haifikirii mambo ya majani chai, serikali ambayo haitambui mkulima wa majani chai, hiyo serikali yenye inalipisha 0.8% ni lazima iende. Hiyo serikali ambayo inasema itashughulikia mkulima na ni uongo. serikali ambayo inasema itapeana subsidy ya fertilizer, wanatuambia tuende tununue fertilizer, watapeana pesa iko Kenya shillings 7 billion na wajalipa. Hiyo serikali ni lazima iende, ni serikali ya one term. Kagombe argued that instead of cautioning farmers from economic pressures and fluctuating international tea prices, the government was introducing measures that could further undermine the viability of tea farming. Now, the Ruto administration had pledged to introduce guaranteed minimum returns for key agriculture value chains, including tea, as part of efforts to protect farmers from market fluctuations and provide more predictable earnings. Now, Kagombe's announcement has received support from some residents, with locals welcoming his decision to leave UDA. They said the constituency had not benefited sufficiently from key development projects, particularly road infrastructure, despite having supported the ruling administration. However, he did not disclose the political party he intends to use in defending his seat in 2027 general election. His departure comes days after the lawmaker had threatened to defect to the DCP party over Mukurweini MP John Kagushia's arrest, citing that he is entitled to rightful treatment as an MP. Kagushia had been arrested for allegedly making remarks where he warned Mount Kenya residents of dire consequences if they voted for President William Ruto in the 2027 general election. Not Kagombe, I mean Kagushia. Kagombe, however, accused unnamed officials within government of mishandling the matter in a way that damaged the administration's standing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to tell you, there is something that I bet you all even have not realized. That the administration of President William Ruto, more so the UDA party and the ODM party, yesterday signed the deal on how they are going to work together in the 2027 general election. Something that many expected, or that William Ruto expected, it would capture the attention of the whole nation. Ruto and ODM agreed on a coalition yesterday for the 2027 race, yet you can barely feel it anywhere. No excitement on social media, no buzz in the mainstream media, no political vibe on the ground. A political deal of this magnitude should have been dominating the national conversation, but it is barely moving the needle. That tells you just how unpopular and uninspiring the Kenya Kwanza regime has become. And for whoever wants to maintain their political career and who wants to survive in the political arena of the Republic of Kenya as of right now, they have to make the decision of defecting from UDA party for their political survival. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the likes of Member of Parliament Gigi Kagombe is serving his first term as a Member of Parliament of Gatondo South. He came into that office to replace the former MP Moses Kuria. And William Ruto, being a man that does not understand the dynamics of how politics play, he has pulled in Moses Kuria into the party UDA, and now Kuria is going even ahead to challenge Gigi Kagombe for the seat of Gatondo South in the 2027 general election under the UDA party. And the likes of Gigi Kagombe see no reason of continuing to actually be loyal to William Ruto and continue serving the UDA party, yet the UDA party is in one way or the other fronting individuals that will come to challenge somebody like Kagombe in the 2027 general election. And looking at this defection of Gigi Kagombe, it is not the first nor the last. From the Olkalau by-election, we have seen a lot of defection all coming out of UDA, as many MPs, senators, even governors, the likes of Kiaria Badilisha, have decamped from UDA party and joined DCP. We have seen MCAs from counties like Kirinyaga, Nakuru, bunch of them, 30, 60 MCAs decamping from UDA to joining DCP. So it is not a secret that Gigi Kagombe will be joining the DCP party. And he will be one to face the UDA candidate in Gatondo South election come the year 2027. And remember, the UDA candidate will be Moses Kuria. So there is one thing for sure that is happening. The anticipation that William Ruto had that actually it's time to actually revamp the party UDA and give the party UDA the strength it requires. It is actually not working. Instead, the party is dying a slow death. I mean, imagine of this situation where ODM party has signed an agreement with UDA. ODM have been offered the position of the running mate. That is a deal that would have actually sparked a nationwide conversation. But mtazamaji nikuuliza, umesikia wapi kuhusu hiyo deal William Ruto na Oburu Odinga walisaini huko Naivasha jana? Nowhere. That tells you how William Ruto's decisions and political affiliations are currently becoming so unpopular to the point that they don't spark a national conversation. And nobody, no politician is ready to risk their political career in supporting such an administration or such a party. Because Gigi Kagombe is serving his first term. It is just the time that he is beginning his political career. So him following a party and a coalition that is dwindling, it does not in any way serve him well. So it is just a tip of the iceberg. By the time we reach the year 2026, I dare tell you, about 98% of the members of parliament from the Mount Kenya region watakuwa washatoka hii chama ya Ruto, wote wamejiunga na DCP. Tunaelewana? So you shouldn't wait for UDA to grow. You should wait for the crumbling of UDA. Another thing, ODM also is dead. So these two parties that are joining hands together and beating their chests on social media platforms and on press, saying on how influential they are or how big they are, it is nothing of substance that they are actually triggering in the political arena of the Republic of Kenya. I mean, single-handedly, Rigathi Gachagua has made President William Ruto a one-term president. Because ukiona akina Gigi Kagombe, people who stood with William Ruto, they went to war for William Ruto. I mean, at a time you can remember Gigi Kagombe fighting with Wamatangi to a point where he drew his gun and fired at a crowd in Thika when they were fighting one Governor Wamatangi. At the end of the day, they were defending William Ruto's administration and William Ruto's interest. But now they are saying no to it. They are saying we have seen that with William Ruto we are going nowhere and our political careers have no chance of survival. So the best thing for us to do is to defect and join a team where at least we are assured of a chance of survival of our political careers. Mtazamaji, I would love to hear your take. Leave a comment on the comment section. See you in our next video. Don't you forget to subscribe into our YouTube channel. Ngine
ni kwamba sisi ni wakulima wa majani chai. Na mama ambaye tumetoka kuzindikisha hapa, hakuna siku tunaenda mkutano ya majani chai ambayo hayuko. Mnajua hivyo. Na mama kama huyo, kwa heshima yake, mama ambaye amefanya kazi ya kulima majani chai miaka yote hiyo ambayo amefanya. Ikisemekana ati wewe kama serikali ati umeona hiyo pesa yake ni nyingi sana, unataka kuja kuchukua tea levy hapo ati 0.8% ya pesa ambayo imeuzwa huko Mombasa ati upatiwe wewe serikali, alafu bakshishi ndio sisi tunakuja hapa kulipa stima, kulipa kuni, kulipa wafanyikazi, na hiyo pesa itabaki ndio tunapatia mkulima. Sisi tunasema kitu moja. Serikali ambayo haifikirii mambo ya mkulima wa majani chai, serikali ambayo itambui contribution ya mkulima wa majani chai kwa kuleta pesa ambayo tunaleta ya kigeni hapa, na inaona bado inaenda kusukuma wakulima tena, hiyo serikali ambayo inalipisha 0.8% ni lazima iende. Hiyo serikali ambayo inatuambia kwamba itakuja kushughulikia wakulima, sijui watawapeana sijui kitu gani wanapeana, na ni uongo. Wanatuambia watatupatia subsidy ya fertilizer, wanatuambia twende tununue fertilizer, watatupatia tumewapatia pesa, iko 7 billion hawajalipa. Hiyo serikali ni lazima iende. Hiyo ni serikali ya one term. Hiyo serikali ambayo ngoja kidogo, hiyo serikali ambayo hiyo pesa inataka kuchukua hapa haiwezi kutumia kujenga barabara ya hao watu ambao wanataka kukata hizo pesa, ambayo haijajenga barabara hapa, ambayo haijatujengezea infrastructure ya value addition ya majani chani. Hiyo serikali lazima iende. Hiyo serikali ni one term. Na kwa hivyo sisi msifikirie ati sisi tulikuwa tuoni. Tumeangalia hapa, tumekwama na hii serikali, na tukikwama na hawa watu wanaona sisi ni wajinga. Wakae wakijua sisi tuliwapatia 47% hiyo serikali yao, na sisi hawatupatie heshima. Unajua, tumekaa hivi tukitulia kuangalia kuona kama iko mahali pengine kitu itapatikana, lakini sasa mwaka imeisha, tumebakisha miezi. Unaweza kujenga barabara na miezi hii barabara vile iko inaweza kujengeka? Ni kumaanisha huyo mtu amekuwa kitudanganya, kutuzungusha, atuache vile alivyokuwa, achukue kura yetu tena, alafu tena aende. Huyo mtu aende tamu ngapi? Moja.